right, here we go. It is a Thursday. Live in Los Angeles, it's The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, thanks for making us part of your day. Michael Penix stopping by. University of Washington quarterback, going to go in the first round of the draft. We presume Mark Sanchez stops by. You got your tomorrow headlines today because you're off Friday. I don't even know where you're going. You just going on a big trip or something?
Yeah, no comment. Yeah, tomorrow's headlines today is going to be kind of spicy. Just pace yourself. Be ready for it.
Rick Bucher in an hour, so it is great to be here. Oh, I should mention that yesterday we talked about it on the show. In 1 hour from now, I'm going to go to my mock draft. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do this. I can predict what teams are going to do. Here's what I would do. I've always said if I didn't do this, my dream job would be an NFL general manager. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you what I would do with the picks if I was the guy. And there is one trade, which is, I think, one that everybody kind of sees coming around the corner. So in 1 hour, my mock draft, this is my, I think I did one earlier. This is my big one. This is what I would do, what I think the team should do.
We'll pick it apart in great detail. I can't wait for that.
All right, so Philadelphia is in the playoffs. They beat Miami last night, but it was really what the playoffs have been my entire life. That game, Miami led at half. Miami, it was leading big chunks of the game, third quarter. And then the game, and these two teams, Miami and Philadelphia, play very close games, just like Denver and the Lakers play a lot of close games. And then what did they do? It's not about the refs, not about the coaching. They got Embiid the ball. The best player on the floor took over the game. He got the touches in the fourth quarter. You're going to see this in the Lakers-Nuggets series. They'll play close games. Miami and Philly play close games. Embiid's always the best player. And Lakers-Nuggets play close games. Jokic is the best player. And the Lakers and Nuggets, you're going to blame Darvin Ham. You're going to blame the refs in Los Angeles. No, Jokic, the world's best basketball player, is going to close the games out and dominate the last 8 minutes. In the 80s, the best players for a long time were Bird and Magic. 10 years, they got to a combined 10 finals. And then Michael Jordan showed up. He was the best player, 6 for 6. And for a time, Shaq was the best player in the NBA. He got to 3 straight finals and 4 to 5. And then for a while, there was an argument Tim Duncan was the best player, 3 titles, 5 years. Oh, fans love to blame the referees. Oh, it's that in-game coaching. Nonsense. LeBron arrived, best player in the world, 8 straight finals. Steph and KD, the Warriors overlap LeBron. But when Steph and KD were there, finals, in fact, 5 finals, 5 years for the Warriors during their peak stretch with Steph, KD, and the like. It's not the refs. Last night wasn't the refs, wasn't officiating. The best players in the world get to the finals a lot consecutively. And my guess is Jokic is that next player. He's better than Embiid. He is better, in my opinion, all around than Luka or SGA or Giannis. He just does more well. So last night was a prime example. 11 of his 23 points. Embiid did not play great in the first half. Remember, he's just getting the wind back, the cardio back. But here you went to the fourth, and Nick Nurse is like, let's get the best player in this game the ball a lot. It's not Bam. It's not Butler, who's banged up. And here was Nick Nurse after.
Wasn't easy. I thought they certainly did a great job, built in a huge scheme to make things difficult for him. But I think he made some big plays. He hits a trail 3, throws a great pass to Kelly there to kind of the basket that we really needed. I don't know how many assists he had, but he probably had a good number.
Now, by the way, in the 70s, when I grew up loving the NBA, you did not have a dominating player as much as you know, like in the 70s, it was a bunch of different teams winning a bunch of different stuff. And you had, like, Milwaukee had Lou Alcindor, but you had the Sonics and the Blazers and the Sixers and this and that. And in the end, when you generally get a dominating great player or two, they're going to dominate these playoffs, and they're all going to look like last night. Miami outplays them. Miami's got a great coach. Miami leads at half. Miami's leading in the third, fourth quarter. Feed Embiid the ball. 11 to 23. Lights out. All right, so Atlanta-Chicago played. Kobe White played one of his best games as a pro. But the winner was not the Chicago Bulls. No, it wasn't. The winner was the Lakers. Because officially, DeJounte Murray and Trae Young do not work together. That didn't work. 2 point guards. Who knew? Atlanta is 20-31 when DeJounte Murray and Trae Young both play. They're actually better when just one of them plays. And the Hawks are going to keep DeJounte Murray. Here's why. They traded 3 first-round picks for him. So they want to keep him. And also, I would make the argument you can get more on the market for Trae Young. So the Lakers need a bucket getter and a playmaker. As you know, LeBron's getting very old. And they also have the best defensive player, in my opinion, in the NBA, in Anthony Davis. So he can cover for Trae Young's defensive deficiencies. Atlanta's going to keep DeJounte Murray, who averages 23 a game. But if you look at DeJounte Murray's stats, when Trae Young's not around taking the ball, he averages close to 25 or 26 points, and his assists almost double. So DeJounte Murray is going to go from 23 a game, probably to 26, 27 a game. They're going to funnel the offense around him. He's going to go from like 5 assists to 9, 10 assists, 11 assists a game. He's going to be a star in the league. And then Trae Young, they'll get draft picks and players for him. They could use better defenders. Lakers have them. So the Lakers have a lot of things, right? They have size. They have experience. They have AD's defense. What they don't have is a star in their 20s. You know who does? Everybody in the West. Dallas does. Phoenix does. Minnie does. OKC does. Denver does. That's the one thing the Lakers do not have, an ascending star in their 20s. They don't. Everybody in the West does. All the good teams do. By the way, the Warriors, Sacramento does. De'Aaron Fox. Dallas and Luka. OKC, SGA, Minnesota, and Edwards. The Lakers don't. They need one. So they're going to add Trae Young. I think he fits L.A. Atlanta is going to go with DeJounte Murray, who they already gave up a basket full of picks to get. And it's very clear. When Trae Young is not on the floor with DeJounte Murray, his numbers are all-star level. He's going to be 26, 27 a game, 9, 10, 11 assists. Quinn Snyder, after the loss, acknowledging wasn't our night.
We didn't start well, so a lot of times when you're playing catch-up, it takes a lot of energy. And it felt like when we did cut the lead, at a certain point, we just ran out of gas. And, you want to dig down deep for, a playoff game. But hats off to Chicago. They played well.
Yep.
And obviously not the result we wanted.
Yep. So Kobe Whitehead, who's an interesting player, fun, fast, quick, scores, not a great defender, not sure what to make of him. But that game really last night, that was about Atlanta coming to terms with, this thing doesn't work. Trae and DeJounte Murray, it doesn't work. And the Lakers have always done really well when they roll the dice in a 20-year-old star. The history is this town's built for stars. L.A. does stars right. Matt Stafford has worked here. Mookie Betts, Ohtani. This has always been a market. The coaches are stars. L.A. likes stars. Trae Young, my guess, coming to L.A. Now, J-Mac's not as hot on this, but I know that Trae Young and LeBron's camp are close. They like him. LeBron likes him. LeBron's camp likes him. And LeBron's not going anywhere.
You think LeBron like the minus